Well, hello, my fellow sensitive people. It is I, your favorite Whimsy. That's Dr. Whimsy to you. And we're here to talk about the latest civil war that's taking place in the Republican Party. Gosh darn it, that didn't take long. And I can't imagine that this inauguration is going to be much fun for people. Occasionally, I get asked some interesting questions like, do I think that the inauguration of Donald Trump is going to happen? I do. I just don't think that it's a big deal. It's like it has a low attendance or nobody cares. Ivanka Trump, for example, isn't showing up. Um, it's as if people are just burned out on the whole entire thing. Now, in terms of the civil war that's taking place, the civil war is happening because MAGA had to die. Some could argue that the arguments that MAGA is making are starting to look an awful lot like the progressive wing of the Democratic Party. They're demanding that Americans be hired, less jobs go overseas, that people get decent wages. So maybe this is a great opportunity for Democrats to reach out to MAGA people and say, you know what, we agree with you. We agree that there should be jobs, that you should be receiving decent wages. We support unions. Maybe this is a time for us to talk about why we had concerns going into this about millionaires and billionaires banking on Donald Trump. Of course, we felt that this was going to be bad for the average American. And perhaps now MAGA is starting to see the reasons why. When you think about what the average MAGA person wants, it's really not much different than what most Democrats want. They want safe streets, good schools, infrastructure. They want jobs. They want decent pay. They want affordable health care. The question is, how are they going to get it? Are they going to get it faster through the Democratic Party or the Republican Party? And that's the real conversation. What this is starting to look like for me as a remote viewer, as I said before, is that this is not the MAGA party and this is not Donald Trump's party. This is Elon Musk party. He paid for it. They were in economic trouble. They had an aging head of their party and going to bail out Donald Trump. And so Elon Musk and Silicon Valley bailed out the Republican Party, and now it's payback times, which means that it is the new Republican Party. It's the new revamped Republican Party, which is about industry, innovation, and high tech, and a lot of production happening in the next couple of years, and bringing in the best and the brightest. It's interesting that Elon Musk posted today that he was not going to tolerate racism, et cetera, and that needed to be purged from MAGA, considering that he has been accused of racism, and now he's coming out and saying, no, what he is saying is that he's been misunderstood. He wants the best and the brightest, and that color should not be a factor when hiring somebody. So that was his argument. So it's interesting to see this libertarian view, and that would make sense, I guess, if you were a libertarian, that you would think that way. But um, I'm going to just keep it simple here tonight. But now there's this war between MAGA that doesn't want foreigners coming in, and of course, what's going on with Elon Musk. And what's interesting is that Donald Trump is defending Elon Musk because Elon Musk has bailed out Donald Trump. It looks like a pimp who has purchased, I've said this in the past, who has purchased in a case of human trafficking, somebody was bought and sold. It's like he purchases him from Putin, pays off his debts, and now Trump is owned by Elon Musk. It's like, I don't know if you saw that comedy video where they did fake audio, and he's Elon Musk is ordering Donald Trump around. Bitch, make me a sandwich, like ordering him around and stuff. And it has that kind of an energy to it in the sense that He is no longer the property of Putin. He is the property of Elon Musk because this is his new owner. This is his new benefactor. This is the person who's paying for everything. And so his primary loyalty has to be not to MAGA, but to Elon Musk. And so a lot of things are going to be changing around here, children, as far as Elon Musk is concerned. And that means that the academics and the intellectuals and the Ivy League are coming in, and it's all about innovation and the top 1%. And it is true that when you're hungry, you work harder. This is something I saw with poor students versus spoiled students in university. And some of the time, and often those poor students are coming in from the third world, or I shouldn't say third world because we don't use that term anymore, but coming in from places like Laos, China, Vietnam, when I was studying for pre-med. And they were studying much harder than the average American kid that was going out and having keggers on the weekend. Those are stereotypes, but when we would do the chemistry exams, when we would actually take the biology exams, the top 1 to 5% were often foreign exchange students because they were expected. They often, the best and brightest got in, and they were expected to excel and be in the top percentile. So, to keep up with the rest of the world, it demands a high level of competition, just like anything you want to do in life. So the civil war has happened between Elon Musk and MAGA. We can go ahead and throw some cards. I think that I don't anticipate, let's just take a look. But I think that Elon Musk is going to win because Elon Musk paid for this. It's his party. And history has shown that Elon Musk gets what he wants. So Bannon has declared war with him. Who do you think is going to win, Bannon or Elon Musk? Well, Elon Musk is 10 times smarter than Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon is not stupid. He went to an Ivy League school, right? He used to work for the Pentagon. But let's take a look. Okay, I want to call on white light protection for myself and this community as we ask permission from Spirit to access the Akashic Records. We call on our spirit guides and our good angels to be with us. Please give us the clarity and the wisdom that is needed to empower all of us on our journeys to make the best decisions for ourselves, our families, the planet, the people we love, but also to help those that we may have strife with. And together collectively we say, Amen. And of course, Elon Musk has responded by basically removing their voices, which is his right to do on X, which is to take away the blue check marks and to discredit anybody with MAGA, like Laura Loomer. So he's also dismantling the relationships, the close MAGA relationships that Trump had. Here is somebody that used to be very close to Trump, but you can be sure that by the time Elon Musk is done, you're not to have any more conversations with that crazy lady, right? So it's the new Libertarian Party, which, it's interesting. Elon Musk is Eurocentric, which is that having somebody come from another country and then try to change Britain, try to change it to an Islamic fundamentalist country, for example, is something that he would be opposed to because he's Eurocentric, right? He's in that sense, he supports the right wing. Where he's at now, the base of the matter is the world and grief. So the world is in grief right now. It's because the world is at war. Who will win? 3 of Wands, innovation, looking beyond the horizon. So there's a certain kind of cold-hearted intolerance also that comes with being the head of a company, like in the case of Elon Musk, and this kind of expecting a certain kind of emotional maturity. You go to work and you bust your ass and you accept the fact that if you can't bust your ass, we will get somebody else in here and we're not going to hold your hand. It's a very harsh bust your ass 16 hours a day, 3 of wands waiting for your ship to come in. This is kind of like something that Ayn Rand would write, The Fountainhead or Atlas Shrugged. The biggest obstacle for Elon Musk is restrictions, laws that prevent him from doing everything he wants to be doing. He needs more energy, he needs more money, he needs more power if he wants to get to Mars, this obsession with Mars. But this is an obstruction. It's often legal red tape or being tied in knots. You certainly get this impression when you go into Elon Musk that it's all about the restrictions and feeling the restrictions, not being able to build, etc., that pushes him forward politically. Not a particularly nice guy, 2 of Swords, kind of known to be not particularly compassionate. Kimball has always said he's not a particularly compassionate person. He tends to go on impulse, Elon Musk. So if something sounds good, yeah, we're going to go with that. He will see an idea, and if he likes it, he goes with it immediately. That's the idea. He often will make his decision within a few minutes whether or not he's going to fund a project. And then once he's determined that he's going to fund that project, he's going to fund it. And even if it leads to World War III, he's going to get that project because he's decided that's the project that I'm going to fund. So Donald Trump was that project, and the Republican Party was that project. And it's going to be a new Republican Party, and it's all about innovation and progress and helping the businessman and supporting the businessman so that he can do his business. Also, great academia over. This is why I told you the combination of this new libertarian approach that the Republicans start to bring in, combined with this academia, supported by the innovative funding that Biden brought in. I think it goes until like 2035 with all this new infrastructure. There could be a really remarkable relationship that starts to happen between Silicon Valley bringing in these amazing academics, all these new green contracts that come in. It's very auspicious to have something like the Hermit coming in and lovers over the country. Trump was just a vehicle to get libertarian ideas in there. They are not fans of the church. These are not church goers. And that's another split we're going to start seeing in the Republican Party between these 3 factions. You've got the MAGA, what about the little person populism? You've got the evangelicals, and then you've got the business people. Well, the business people won, which means that the evangelicals are not going to be happy and MAGA's not going to be happy. He gets his wish. Elon got his wish. And the conflict of interest is the sun. So it's almost like the mobs mobilizing to storm the castle. It has that kind of element between Elon Musk and MAGA. They're gonna kill the beast. They've got the torches going. He is the beast. The hope and fear, employment, work. He is somebody who funds ideas, and he feels instead of instead of charity, he will build a company and hire 100 academics that can then feed their families. And then something great is achieved. Like we put up Starlink, and it's all about connecting. He's a connector. He feels his purpose in life is he's the connector. Whether it's building roads through boring that connects people, or Starlink, which connects people, or dealing with transportation problems in the environment through Tesla, etc. But it's always been about connectivity with him. He talks about that a lot. and new contracts coming in for him in April, and also for the Republican Party. He will attempt to reach out to people in certain communities that he's building, but this is a very driven individual. So I don't think that Steve Bannon stands a chance against somebody like Elon Musk. But let's go ahead and take a look at Steve Bannon's cards. I have a feeling he's going back to jail. Steve Bannon. Oh, well, he tanked. Steve Bannon, excuse me. Steve Bannon is going to get on the bad side of Donald Trump pretty fast, and then he's not going to be able to work with Trump. War. Hopes and fears, the new contract, the new administration. Final outcome, the sun coming out. So I don't see Bannon working in the future administration with Trump. This could cost Bannon his future relationship. Because Bannon doesn't own Trump, didn't pay hundreds of millions of dollars to get Trump in the current situation he's in. So Trump is going to have to be loyal to Elon Musk, which means that Bannon is out. If you declare war on Elon Musk, then you're out by default. You're out with Trump. All right, let's take a look at Trump. Ace of Cups. A much nicer person this time around, right? Because, there's the money. Hopes and fears, war. He doesn't want civil war in the party. He's going to be able to retire financially stable. I don't see him involved much, other than as the puppet parroting the people that funded his campaign. So now he's a new person with a new attitude. Now they're backtracking on kicking everybody. Well, we're going to kick out the criminals. We're not really going to kick people out, right? Now it's a totally different story. Confusion. He's the actor that doesn't know his line, the business issue. So he was the actor that didn't know his line. He didn't know what he was expected to say to his fan base, Six of Cups. Trying to appease the fan base. Final outcome is the high priestess. The academics, the intellectuals, the libertarians win. Yeah, so he listens to the high priestess. He goes with the high priestess. MAGA is not, they are going to be seen as peasants with torches. All right, so let's take a look at the future of MAGA. What did MAGA want? Well, most of the people, they wanted to improve their lives. The future of MAGA. Many will remain in jail. I don't think Elon Musk wants the January 6 people released, and so they might not be, because it's really up to him and his cohorts. But you have justice. Ace of Swords. The opposition is winning. The opposition to MAGA is winning, and there's possibly justice or legal issues. There's grief here. It was the populist movement that dies out. King of Swords. I'm seeing a continuation of legal problems for MAGA also, that they will continue to have legal problems. There's the judge there, there's the courts, the Queen of Swords who seeks the justice, the Ace of Swords in their opposition, which would mean victory in a war, is with the opposition, which would imply that Elon Musk is going to succeed in basically destroying MAGA. All right, I want to thank you all for watching this quick video. If you're trying to get in for a reading with me, you can check the information, the Booksy information below. Be kind to all so that all will be kind to you too. God bless. Peace out. We'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.